I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Hey folks, this is a man once again, and welcome to another review, hopefully a short one. Now, I bought a film recently, I know I bought a film, but it was $1.25. Okay, it was $1.25. Can't really penalize me for buying a film for $1.25. And of course it is Anacondas, The Hunt for the Blood Orchid. Kind of a sequel to the first Anaconda film, which, again, I did a review for that. If you haven't seen it, I'm a fan of that film. I got to see that film in a movie theater. I like Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube. John Voight was a fun villain. But I had a lot of fun with Anaconda. Again, I saw it at the theater. And I know this one went in the theaters as well. Because I remember seeing trailers before. I forget which film at the theater, but I know this went in the theaters. And I guess it cost around 25 or so million. Made it over 30. About 70 million worldwide, so it didn't do too bad. It is PG-13. Pretty much you have a bunch of scientists, explorers, they go into, I think, Borneo, to the jungles of Borneo, to find this flower called the Blood Orchid, which will lead to the fountain of youth. Pretty much if they mess with the flower, and it'll help with your cells and fix them. Because really, as we're all growing old, that's pretty much what your cells are doing. And this flower will sort of help not stop that all the way through, but slow it down. So again, pretty much the fountain of youth. And they hire a guy who has a little boat, kind of a piece of shit boat. This guy, actor's name is Johnny Messner. Been in a few films with Bruce Willis, Hostage, Tears of the Sun, Hold 10 Yards. He was in really good Paul Walker film, Running Scared. A lot of TV stuff. He leads this group of people into the jungles, and then of course, as you know, you have anacondas, hence the title. Now, as for the film itself, it's directed by Dwight H. Little, and this is a director I actually like because Halloween 4 he did. I wanted to see what his first film was, but he did Halloween 4. I know that was one of his early ones. Let's see. Getting Even, KGB The Secret War, Bloodstone, episode of Freddy's Nightmares. Haven't seen Bloodstone. But action comedy. Have not seen that one. But I like this guy because Halloween 4 is a really good sequel. He did The Phantom of the Opera with Robert Englund. He did March for Death, great Steven Seagal film. That's the Seagal film with the Jamaican voodoo bad guys. Then after March for Death, he did Rapid Fire. And Rapid Fire is without a doubt my favorite Brandon Lee film. The Crow is The Crow, but Rapid Fire doesn't get talked about a lot, and I just really enjoy Rapid Fire. I thought that was a really good job. He also did Free Willy 2, which, I'm not really into Free Willy films. He actually directed the video game Ground Zero Texas, episode of The X-Files. Did a lot of TV work. This is pretty much his last film. Well, in 2004, this was his last film, but then he did a shitload of TV. Then he came back with Tekken, and I actually like Tekken. For a video game movie, it was a movie, the game was about a tournament. The movie was about a tournament. It was straightforward. You had really well done fight sequences. It was rated R because you had, R rating. It's not just blood and gore. It's also the amount of punches you can give and hits. Even people spitting blood. MPAA are fussy about those. Really fussy. Not fussy. Not a word. Fussy about that. I didn't play Tekken a lot, but it's a game about a tournament. It's a movie about a tournament. Thought it was actually a pretty damn fun movie. Sue me. And Anacondas, there's not much to it. I mean, the cast, I like the first one a lot more. Definitely do. The first one I could say, I could defend because I like the cast. Yeah, special effects are not the best. But I didn't mind some of the animatronic, even though the animatronic doesn't look real, but I don't know, I still don't mind it, just for fun. Here, though, at best, it's a time waster. Really, this film at best is a time waster. If people don't like it, it's absolutely perfectly understandable. I definitely like the first one more, maybe because I like the cast more. Maybe because, I don't know, that film felt like it went faster, I don't know. But this film is like, I saw Anaconda 3, I think, once. I think I saw the other one once, like flipping through a sci-fi channel way back when. And I remember... I itch my nose. Every time I do a review, I itch my fucking nose. I don't know why. I'm just allergic to fucking the camera. At least this film does have a budget. You could tell by the way it's shot. Dwight Little at least did a nice job shooting the jungle locations. It looks polished. The jungle settings, they look real enough. They look very... doesn't look fake to me. It doesn't look like just a set. You can see the actual actors on a raft on the fucking river. So it shows that at least the film looks nice. The film looks polished. The film looks like it was actually shot on location. Whether it was or not, maybe they tricked my ass very well, but... And there's some scenes that I didn't mind that even special effects wise I thought were pretty decent. For instance, they're on the boat and they realize they're going over a waterfall. And when they go over the waterfall and they're all hanging off, and you see one shot where they see the boat going and they're all hanging on. I thought it was a pretty decent shot as well. And the cast, it's nothing to run home about. The lead guy, Johnny Messner, who's the guy they hired to be the captain of this piece of shit boat. He's pretty much, the lead guy. He's got the beard, 5 o'clock shadow. He's got a little deep voice. Not as bad as Christian Bale, but, he's got like a deep voice, and he's like the tough guy. You have pretty much the lead girl, the white girl, who she did fine. Like, Johnny Messner did fine. I'm not saying he's the best actor in the world, but he did okay for what he had to do. I didn't mind him. Same with the lead girl. Didn't mind her. The white girl. Although, bad southern accent, like, really... I really think it's southern accent. I will go down to the bayou, and it is really... I don't know if she actually has that southern accent in real life. Maybe she does. Maybe that's how she really talks. If that's the case, then that's the case. If they told her to do that, it was a big mistake. Because the rest of her acting was fine. She wasn't annoying. She wasn't aggravating. She wasn't completely useless. She was fine. It's just that her thick southern accent kind of bothersome at times. But Johnny Messner, and I'm not sure which girl that was. I think it's Katie Strickland. Yeah, I believe that was her, Katie Strickland. Well, she's from Georgia, so that might be her real accent. I guess she has a small role in The Sixth Sense. And The Grudge. Huh. At least that's what it says here, The Grudge. But, so if that's for real, that's how she talks, but, she was still fine. I could still watch her and be fine with her. Same with Johnny Messner. So you have the white guy who's got the beard, deep voice. You got the white girl who's a Southern gal. You got the European guy, Matthew Marsden. He was a sniper guy in Rambo 4. He's the European guy. Oh, he's European, so he's going to be an asshole. Well, he becomes pretty much the human bad guy. Definitely not as good as John Voight. Matthew Marsden, I could take or leave. You have the Jennifer Lopez wannabe. I did not like this one, though. Like, Johnny Mesner, the lead guy, and Kay Strickland, the lead girl with the Southern accent, they were fine at the end of the day. Sally Richardson, she was pretty much a... I did not like her character. Her character was kind of a bitchy, and just seemed like a Jennifer Lopez wannabe. I guess she's done a lot of TV work, stuff like that, but Low Down Dirty Shame as Angela, I just, didn't really like her, didn't care for her, didn't give a shit if she lived or died, so her I could do without. Then you have Eugene Bird as the comic relief black guy who yells a lot, screams a lot. Oh, did you see he took the raft, man? Oh, I'm freaking out, man. And, he got rather annoying at times. Although he doesn't die, he does kill the big snake at the end by firing a flare right into the fucker's mouth, and it falls back, and they dump this gasoline in this pit of snakes. And when he fired the flare into the mouth and it falls back, it blows up the whole thing, killing most of the snakes. So he does get the winning shot, so to speak. He doesn't die. But, at times I could deal with him. There were other times, though, he was just really over the top in his acting, over the top in his, comic relief, or he's whining, complaining, being scared. I mean, I understand you're being scared as a big giant fucking snake, but, it's just way too over the top at times. You have the Asian guy, Carl Yoon, who's sort of the assistant of the lead guy, Johnny Mesner. He was actually good, Carl Yoon, as a Tran. He was actually fun. I actually would have liked if he was the lead. He's probably my favorite guy in the film. Of course, he dies later on in the film. I guess he hasn't done much. He was in Forbidden Warrior. He was in Speed Racer as a bodyguard. Oh, he was in Real Steel as Tak Mashido. Memories of Deja. He's the younger brother of actor Rick Yoon. Oh, okay. Brother of Rick Yoon. But Carl Yoon, he did good. I mean, I would love to have seen him in the lead. He didn't have much to do, but when he was there, he, had a strong presence to him, and he was fine. And then you have the tough black guy, Morris Chestnut, pretty much playing the same thing he did in The Cave, only this he does die. Because, of course, Matthew Marsden, he's the European guy. He becomes the asshole because he really wants to Blood Orchid, even though the others want to leave. So they have this spider. They found this spider that will paralyze you. And he paralyzes Morris Chestnut so he can get the fuck out of there. And, of course, Morris Chestnut someone finds Morris Chestnut paralyzed, tries to get help, and when she leaves, he looks up and there's a big fucking anaconda, so he can't do anything, so it's kind of sad. He gets eaten up. So, man, the strong black guy got fucking eaten up, paralyzed and eaten up. That sucked. So the cast, nothing to run home about. I mean, it's kind of like, okay, we need a strong white guy with a beard. We need an Asian guy. We need the black comic relief. But then we don't want to be too stereotypical. Let's have a strong black guy. But you can't have them both live. We need a Jennifer Lopez wannabe because Jennifer Lopez was in the first one. We need a wannabe, but we also want a white girl. Maybe give her a southern accent. But I will say Johnny Mesner, Katie Strickland, and Carl Yoon, they were fine. Morris Chestnut, take her or leave it, really. Just like in The Cave. I mean, he probably was a little bit better in The Cave. Eugene Bird as the black comic relief. Grant, he didn't die, but he got a little bit too over the top at times. And as for the rest of the film, maybe it's like this in Anaconda 1. I say maybe because I didn't feel that way in Anaconda, but maybe, I didn't pay attention to it. I was having fun watching it. Plus, it was a long time. Anaconda was 1997. This came out 2004, so it was a long space, 7 years pretty much. But long story short, you don't really, other than a little bit in the beginning, you don't really get any anacondas until about 40 minutes in the film. It's about a 90-minute movie. So until about 40 minutes in the film, you don't get an anaconda, and that's when it's swimming and grabs a guy. And really, it's not much of a body count. He grabs this guy, Nicholas Gonzalez, I think that's him, kills him. They get out of there, and then the snake, kind of off-screen, kills this guy that Johnny Mesner won because the boat got fucked up by the waterfall. He's killed off-screen. Then the asshole European paralyzes Morris Chestnut. He gets killed. And then as they're going and they split up and they're trying to chase after Matthew Marsden, who took their fucking boat that they built again. They built a boat to get out of there. Matthew Marsden's an asshole. He fucking took it. They went out again. And then Carl Jung gets killed. And then Matthew Marsden, he gets bit by a spider as well because he fucked up and he falls back and he dies too. But either way, I'm getting the 15 minutes. Either way, decent time waster at best, but fuck it, I'll keep going. Fuck it, you know. If I had to split into 2 parts, fuck it. Because I hate rushing it. But it's a decent time waster. It's okay. Because, you know, the locations were fine to look at. The cast, I mean, kind of your typical, stereotypical cast. You've seen these characters before. But yeah, 40 minutes in, you don't really have any kind of edges. Here's the characters. Here's them going through the jungle, the waterfall. They have a little scene because the lead guy, Johnny Mesner, he has a monkey, and a monkey gets frightened by the anaconda. You think the monkey's dead, but then of course, they're not going to kill the monkey. So then the monkey is actually alive, and he does stay alive till the end. But other than that, really no anaconda action other than a little bit at the beginning where you have a native of the Borneo just being chased and killed. And pretty much just taken and pulled off screen pretty much. Yeah, pretty much 40 minutes in, nothing much. Then after that, again, pretty much mostly CGI. Once in a while, when you do see practical, it's mainly when you see shots that are under the water, meaning, like, there's a nice shot that you see in the trailer where they're walking and you see, like, a big fucking snake going right between them. That was nice because it looked like a practical effect. But the few times you actually see Anaconda, it's, CGI. And it's, I can't really call it good CGI. Maybe it's as good as Anaconda, but, that was 1997. That was 7 years ago. And even they had, actual practical, whether you hate or love it, it was still practical looking snake effects. Which even those are better than the shit like in My Name is Bruce, that movie. Even they don't look real. I mean, it's better than fucking My Name is Bruce and some other shit. Even that's better than the CGI shit. And yeah, pretty much Matthew Mars is an asshole. Takes their fucking raft after Morris Chestnut dies because he's paralyzed. They go after it. Fucking Carl Jung gets killed. Because he's looking for the stupid-ass comic relief guy, the black guy, because I found my flashlight, and oh shit, now I'm alone. Where are you guys? Carl Jung comes back from, and he fucking falls through the water, because it's like underneath sort of like this cave-like structure. Snake grabs him underwater, and twists him around. I'm like, fuck, I'd rather have that guy live. Not this fucking... No, not because he's black, because he's annoying motherfucker at times. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Killing, the southern accent chick gets a good moment where Snake's coming, she cuts the fucker's head off. And then Johnny Mesner, lead guy, throws a knife and kills one that's trying to kill the black guy, the comic relief guy, Eugene Bird's character of Cole, trying to wrap him up, and Johnny Mesner throws a knife right into the snake's head. And then the black comic relief, puts a flare right into CGI Snake's mouth and falls back into this pit of snakes that they dumped gasoline in and blows up. But yeah, nothing to run home about. I mean, it was worth $1.25, $1.25. I mean, the director Dwight Little, at least he shot it well. Like, it was polished well. Cinematography is nice to look at. The jungle settings, they look real. They look like they were, not just a set, but it looks like on location. Or however they did, it looked very nice. Some nice wide shots of them going down the river. Some nice little action scenes. Well, I wouldn't even call them action, but little scenes like when they fall off the waterfall. Okay. And some of the acting didn't bother me. Johnny Mesner, the Southern gal, other than the thick accent, she was fine. Katie Strickland. Carl June, I liked him the best. But yeah, some annoying characters. The J-Lo wannabe, who really doesn't end up doing much. The Black Comic Relief guy, who gets fucking annoying. Granny doesn't die, but rather annoying. Yeah, he gets the winning sort of last shot, but again, kind of rather annoying. Not much snake action until the 40-minute mark, and even then, like a little bit, almost to the point like you almost forget that it is an Anaconda movie. And again, maybe the first one was like that, but I didn't feel that way in the first film. This one I kind of did. And then when you do see him, it's pretty much all CGI, except maybe you see a little bit underwater, or like their body, but it's pretty much all CGI. And as you probably already count, it's not like a big body count of a movie. Man, the first one wasn't, but still. Matthew Marsden gets killed, like I said. And then pretty much the Johnny Mesner, the white chick, the J-Lo wannabe, and the Black Comic Relief, they make it out of there alive. But anyway, I mean, it's okay time waster at best, but it's nothing to like run home about. Maybe you catch it on TV as a time waster. I'm not mad. I mean, I can't rant on the film because, I don't know, just it is what it is. I could probably rant on Anaconda 3 and 4. I mean, at least this is somewhat shot well, and some of the actors I don't mind and stuff like that. But anyway, it's definitely not as good as the first one. And what's sad is Anacondas 1 and 2, they pretty much have the same rating pretty much on IMDb, really enough, which is pretty sad. Pretty low. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care and stay tuned for another review later.